Skip it up and that up. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rich of Review Tech USA, and just barf all over me. All over my chest and my face. Oh, yeah. So if you're expecting Resident Evil 6 to be a true survival horror game and go back to the roots of the Resident Evil series, you're gonna be very disappointed. The producer of Resident Evil Revelations, Masachika Kawata, said the series needs to follow the path taken in Resident Evil 4 and Resident Evil 5, and even take it a step further. Kawata goes on to say, looking at the market data for survival horror games, the market is small compared to the number of units Call of Duty and all those action games sell. A survival horror Resident Evil doesn't seem like it'd be able to sell those kind of numbers. Yeah, that's brilliant, because I know people are dying for Resident Evil to become more like Call of Duty and Gears of War. That's exactly what they want from the series. Yes, I'm being sarcastic. Kawata did say that it's not necessary to make the series Call of Duty-like, but suggested there may be room for this series to try the old survival horror approach or something totally new through a spin-off or side game, like the game that just came out recently, Resident Evil Raccoon City. And we see how well that one turned out.
Shit.
Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City is shit.
Amen, brother. This is why Japanese developers are getting their asses handed to them right now. People don't go to Resident Evil and other big Japanese franchises to get clones of American games. I understand these developers from Japan are trying to get a piece of the American pie because games like Call of Duty sell like crazy. You could hate it or not hate it, but the game sells and they want to make those profits. But what companies like Capcom and Square don't realize is that they're successful because of these great franchises and what they brought to the table. If you take a game series like Resident Evil and get rid of all of the survival horror elements, it's gonna kill the game and make it generic. That is what is happening to it right now. And Resident Evil Raccoon City, spin-off or not, is a perfect example of it. And Capcom, I'm dying to know this. What markets are you analyzing that shows that a survival horror game would not sell well? What other mainstream survival horror game is out there that you're basing your numbers on? Silent Hill? Give me a break. The bottom line is, reading this article and seeing how Capcom wants to approach future Resident Evil installments makes me very worried for Resident Evil 6. Capcom, like I said earlier in this video, if I want to play a third-person action game, I'll play Gears of War, not Resident Evil. You need to wake up, smell the coffee, and remember what made you successful. Stop worrying about getting American profits, because you won't make any profits if your games keep sucking. So what's your take on this? Are you worried about Resident Evil 6 like I am, or are you looking forward to the more action-based Resident Evil games? Make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and if you have an interesting news article, make sure to private message me either on YouTube or G2PO, and if I use your article, I'll shout you out in the video and feature your channel in the description. Oh yeah, if you're wondering why I'm playing Modern Warfare 3 again, I have a surprise coming in April. It's gonna be epic. Stay tuned.